Hi, I'm Jack, and I like video games. And as always, with me is my lovely wife, Katie, who hit her hand on the desk.
Hello.
We're back. We're playing Assassin's Creed Syndicate. This is part 6. Part 6. We are still in chapter 5 or sequence 5, and I'm going to do this stalker. And Kusei is going to yell, "Hi, Kusei."
Kusei says hi.
Ellie's on the floor next to you.
Oh, that one.
All right, she's done.
Cute.
Hey, kitty. Alright, so we're gonna go help Agnes. She's reading her book. It's a big book.
I think it's the accounting book.
Is that what it is?
I don't know. It's got lots of signatures and lots going on. So how was your day, Jack?
It's been going well.
Yeah.
We went to my sister and brother-in-law's house, had a sandwich.
It was a delicious.
It was
sandwich.
delicious. Kusei, do you just want to be a part of everything now?
She has enormous eyes.
She does.
And they're always sad.
My beard's coming back in now, which is nice. I have to reach the meeting point. Where's the meeting point? How close are we? Oh, it's coming up.
There it is. At 226 meters. Excuse me.
I'll let the train just take me over there.
It makes sense. Wow, she's really making an effort. Hi, Emma. Emma says hi too. Emma, no. Leave her alone.
Ow,
Oh, God.
Ah! Ow, hi, Kusei.
She just
Good Lord.
climbed her way up on
You don't want to have kids, do you?
With Kusei?
No, with me, because I don't think you can anymore. You can see your tail poking up on the camera. So, yeah, okay. Kusei's excited. We took our family photo today, our family Christmas photo today.
And she was thrilled.
She was super excited for it.
I don't, because I mean it's gonna be like kind of in black and white, or it's very shadowy.
Yeah, it's shadowy.
So I can't. I'm just really excited to see what Kusei looks like, or if she even shows up in the photo.
Yeah, she is not.
'Cause she's
She is
so-
the least photogenic animal
wonder if
on the planet.
She'll let me.
Oh
pick her
God.
up. Oh,
Ow.
I'm sorry.
Ow, that was my leg.
Oh, and she makes a little squeaky noises.
She hunks. No, little Kusei.
She has a cute little toe. This one. She's got like a white toe, which is pretty cute.
No.
Little Kusei. Look, you're on TV.
I don't know if she
Well,
cares.
you can't even see her face because
Yeah.
she's so dark.
She has such a weird face where it's like, it's black and brown and orange.
But she changes colors, right? Like she becomes
Yeah.
more.
Her coat changes color depending on
You're slipping.
what time of year it is, I guess.
You're slipping, little girl. Here, you can sit with me if you want.
Okay.
Oh, wait, no.
No, she's gonna claw into me.
Sorry, hair everywhere. Nice butt. Get out of my face.
Alright, Kusei.
Okay, so what's the objective? We're
So
stalking
Agnes, our
lovely Scots lady.
yeah, the woman who runs our train, she's being stalked by this guy right here.
The green one?
The yellow
yellow
one.
one?
She's the green one.
Get your bloody tail
Okay,
out of my
Kusei.
face.
And so I've got to make sure that she that nothing bad happens to her. So I'm keeping an eye on this lover boy.
Is he just super into her?
I think so. Oh no, that's not where we want to go.
Well, that's where you're going now.
Oh God.
Why did you
Hi.
only have 13 seconds? Oh, is that how long she can hold herself up?
No, that's like you can't let him get away from you.
Oh. Is that Agnes there?
That's Agnes on the right side.
And which one's the stalker?
That guy.
But that woman's from an important gang.
That woman's from a important gang.
I think it's in a train. Sounds like the
Dummy.
bastards will be okay, look. Alert the lads on the roof.
Oh no!
So now we have to protect her.
Oh, wait. But they just gave the hideaway away.
Well,
Oh, okay. Okay.
he wasn't sure.
He just like threw her under the bus.
Yeah. So now we got to go.
Oh no!
We have to defend her.
Oh no, brew. Only eat plankton. Oh no, chip. Nah, not chips, bro. Just plankton. Oh, I know. It's very deceptive. Sorry. I'm not sorry.
Sniper.
It's funny.
Oh.
Comedy.
Oh God.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh.
All right.
I lie dead.
I may have let her die. I missed the first one. I went past the first one to the second one. So we're gonna try that again.
Kusei, you are like well in the way.
You're just gonna sit here the whole show? Okay. That's fine.
She can't even keep her eyes open. Are you sleepy?
Your head, at least be on camera. Like poke your head up. Well, there you go.
She doesn't. She can't even.
She's just gonna hang out.
Hello. Oh, look at those eyes.
Meow meow. She only has one long tooth left.
Because she's so
Like-
old.
Yeah, because cats have like 2 on top and 2 on bottom, and she only has her upper right tooth. That's all the only one that's left. Because she's an old woman.
How old are they?
Like 12?
Ancient? I thought they were like 15.
No, they're not that old.
I think you're old.
Alright, get that one first.
Where's my feet? Oh, it's Emma. We have so many animals. I'm actually I'm excited for our Christmas card. I'm not excited for me in it, but I'm excited for them.
Air assassinate all snipers.
Ew, why are you looking at my pants? Oh, because they're salty. Because I had nuts today and I wiped my hands on my pants. Like an animal. Oh, here's Uday. The family's here. Look out, Kusei.
Oh,
Her eyes are like shutting. She's falling asleep. Sorry, I'm very distracted by our menagerie. With Crookshanks over here. And,
I'm gonna go over here. And these guys are going much faster than I remember. Oh,
because
come
you've
on.
already finished it.
Because if you have to air assassinate all snipers in order to get the bonus.
Have you ever worn lipstick?
I have never worn lipstick. I've worn makeup a number of times because of various production things. It's weird to me that at this point in my life I would be used to wearing makeup. It's like, oh yeah, okay, whatever.
Welcome to my world.
But such is life of doing dumb internet videos. So, how's your day been?
I was laughing at her talking. My day is going well. I am wearing makeup.
Yes.
I must get to the station before
I don't know if you can tell. I don't always look this way. Sometimes I might deceive you though. But my day was... Why did I start wearing makeup? Oh, for the photo.
Yeah.
My day was good. We woke up late. I'm not supposed to drink.
Oh yeah, last night was the Rooster Teeth Christmas party.
Right. And,
or holiday party, I guess.
Yeah.
Whatever.
End of year, holiday, Christmas, everyone drink alcohol party. And I don't normally drink. I'm just not like a drinker because I don't like the taste of alcohol, actually. And so I have to drink very blended, like cocktaily.
Fruity drinks.
Yeah, well, not always fruity, but you know, like
Tasty drinks.
Just sweet, very sweet drinks. Just to kind of mask the flavor, which just completely is pointless because why drink alcohol and not just juice? Or like chocolate milk. But I was like, well, I guess, when in Rome and this guy's making like a tasty cocktail, I guess I'll have one too, and then one turned into another. And I'm not supposed to be drinking because I'm on Accutane for acne because I have extremely, it's finally going down now, but I get extremely painful cystic acne, and so I've had to go on the Nucavol acne, which isn't always the best option, but I kind of ran out of options. So, and because the way that Accutane works is it's extremely powerful, and it goes through your liver, and you're not really supposed to have, like, while you're doing a course of it, you're not really supposed to have anything else that's processed, anything additional that you don't need to consume that goes through your liver, like Tylenol or so I need to take ibuprofen, which goes through your kidneys, and so anyway, so I shouldn't have had alcohol, and because my liver doesn't need any additional strain, so I actually genuinely thought I would die, but I didn't.
I'm glad you didn't die.
I won't be doing that again. So yeah, I don't encourage that, I guess. I don't know, but yeah. So the point of my story, and now that I've gone on a rant because I got distracted by the thing again. The point of my story was I woke up and I hurt everywhere.
You were sore. I was like trying to cuddle you. You're like, don't touch me. But everything hurts.
Yeah, and I don't understand. Hi, Ellie.
Oh, Ellie's decided to make an appearance as well.
Let's waggle her tail. I'm like, oh, okay, bye. I'm achy. No, and I don't even mean like, oh, my joints hurt, oh, my muscle hurts. Like, no, my skin hurts. Like, if you touch me, if you like press into my skin,
Ellie,
it really hurts. And for some reason, it's especially painful around my ribs. And I'm actually excited to see what people say in the comments. Like, oh, you're probably gonna die. You have alcohol poisoning, you're gonna die. Or like, hey, that just happens to people. Drink some more water or something.
Yeah.
But man, is it sore. And you like, this morning when I woke up, you're like, oh, and you went to grab me and you like rubbed my ribs And to you, it's like just a regular, like, oh, hi, good morning.
Yeah.
And to me, it was like you're going, just
I was
like,
just being sweet.
I know, but to me, it felt like you were just trying to like, good morning, welcome to hell. So that's my story. I woke up and I was in a lot of pain just from being on the, like, just lying on the bed hurt.
All right,
So,
Yeah, you were crying a little bit.
I don't know if I was crying, but I was kind of sore. You're just like, have you got some water? I'm like, no, I ran out of water. I can't move.
All right, we got this one done. We saved Agnes.
Stalker.
Ellie is now in the windowsill for some reason.
She's really into that, and she knows how to navigate those blinds now too.
Yeah, she sneaks behind the blinds.
Emma's curled up under the table now. She just wants to be close.
No, poor Emma.
Oh. Emma,
Okay, so mission 1 down. So, what are we gonna do? You want to try to finish off sequence 5 today? This is episode 6. We're still doing sequence 5.
Yes.
We're getting behind.
How dare you?
Well, doing an entire
I'm
sequence takes a
always-
while, so
Huh?
I try to keep these videos less than an hour or right around an hour. Because anything more, Ellie, you're just making noise, man. All right,
Ellie,
come on.
you're just being a
You're
brat.
just being annoying.
Wee.
There.
Oh no, she's not interested because you took away
Yeah.
the challenge.
So,
We should have a cat cam. They're really popular right now.
cat cams?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but our cats are really lazy,
They are.
so I don't know.
Oh,
Eric.
goddamn. She's making more noise.
Duncan, last night, a friend of Jack's, who's known Jack for over a decade, we were talking about the cats and animals because that's what we don't have children, so we just talk about our pets. And it's great. We do that. I mean, I personally do the thing where someone will talk about their child. I'm like, oh man, Emma is the same. Oh, how old's Emma? Oh, she's 2.
Yeah.
She's a dog. Sorry.
There.
Okay.
Stop messing with that, Ellie. Oh, no, I just gave her a challenge. That's all I did.
The first thing that that Jack's friend said, he's like, wait, the cats? I'm like, yeah. He goes, wow, they're still alive? I'm like, yeah, because I am legitimately afraid of, or maybe not afraid, but because, you know, I'm thinking pretty good with embracing, like, the passing of things, but I am not looking forward to what's going to happen to you. And I always ask, like, what do you... So, I mean, like, if something happens, like, what would you do if you had an animal that, like, died? Would you, like, want to bury it? And you're like, they're never going to die. That's your response, is they're never going to die. And
Yeah, they're my kids. I've had them for, like, what, 12, 13 years now?
Can we do the math? Because I would like to know. Because you got them...
I got them a week after the real Uday and Kusei died.
Okay.
And I want to say, I mean, if you want to look it up.
Well, I learned that I shouldn't look at my phone during these things because I look so
Well, here, okay, we won't
uninterested.
look. Let's do this thing.
Well, I can
Let's
hold
get-
it, but I'll
let's
just
get
like
Siri.
look directly into whoever's watching
How to
his
get Siri?
eyes.
Siri,
I don't know, actually. I keep
Yeah,
accidentally doing it.
There you go.
There you go.
when did Uday Hussein die? All right.
Here's what I found on the web for
Saddam Hussein. God damn, no,
I'll
not.
do it.
Yeah, you
Okay.
can do it. All right, I'm going to this mission.
Siri, when did Kusei...
That's a really good question.
Thanks. I appreciate that.
I
Okay.
don't understand.
Uh-huh.
I appreciate that.
Okay,
Okay.
she
But I could
appreciates it.
search the web for it.
Okay. When did Kusei Hussein die?
I believe someone just asked me this
Nope,
the other
his
day.
son.
Give me a sec. Okay,
Saddam,
I found this on the web for did Hussein Hussein die?
The world. Blah 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 blah.
I want to say it was like 2003.
I mean, this is taking so long. I'm just gonna Google
Just
it.
look it up, yeah. Just Google
I'm sorry, internet. I
Uday.
vowed that I would never do this again.
Uday Hussein.
It's. I think I talked about it before, but you learn from watching things,
Oh,
and I learn I look
wrong.
like a real douchebag when I'm looking at my phone. So I apologize for that. But right now we're trying to find the facts, and we have Google, and that is what it's about. Except Jack doesn't have Google, the Google app on his phone. And
Just go to Safari and
that's
Google
all.
there.
That's all I know how to use.
Just go to Safari and do it.
Speaking of things that people know how to use, I was being taught how to use the new iPad by our 4-year-old nephew.
Oh, yeah,
Freshly
yeah.
4-year-old.
My brother-in-law got a iPad Pro, one of the big-ass ones, like the sort of the Microsoft Surface kind of competition one. And, yeah, our 4-year-old nephew, he is the pro. He is the iPad Pro, actually. And so he was... Whoa, shit's on fire. That's good. Friendly competition. Hello.
2003. Uday's. Oh, okay. So that their middle name is Saddam. So that's why we kept saying Saddam.
Okay.
Oops. So Uday was 1964 to 2003.
All right, so I got them the summer of 2003. So that means they're turning 13 years old this year.
They're so old. Yeah, so it said July. So.
That's pretty cool.
Ooh.
Oh, it's Pearl Attaway.
No matter.
Everyone has a price.
Is it
So,
No matter. No matter.
so we're trying to help Pearl Attaway, I think.
What's your game?
Some good character models right there.
Yeah. Do you think she has something to do with Jack the Ripper?
I don't know.
I say that purely because she's a woman.
Does Jacob have a scar on his left cheek?
He has one on his eyebrow. But
Yeah, well, the eyebrow scar has been in all the Assassin's Creed. That's like a running theme for the Assassin's Creed characters.
they're like missing a chunk. I remember that was a big thing.
Well, because remember in Assassin's Creed 2, you got hit by something. You got hit by a rock. Someone chucked a rock at you.
Wow.
And, yeah. And,
I don't know. I can't remember, unfortunately.
alright, so we're taking this woman around.
During when I was going through high school, it was a really big thing with the tough football playery dudes to shave a piece of their eyebrow to make them look even more like weathered, I guess. Which I thought was funny.
Oh yeah, I need to check my skill level. I think I can actually upgrade him.
I went to school
He's
with a
level
guy
4.
who used to wear bandages, even though he wasn't hurt. And he used to put a band-aid over his eyebrow sometimes, or on his cheek. He would put one. And he had a really awesome name, but I'm not gonna say it because that would be shitty.
Probably not a good idea, yeah.
But yeah, so he would do that sometimes, and he wore really tight t-shirts and was very wanted to be, I don't know what he was, but it was always interesting. Oh, he'd have a bandage here, on his arm, and
wrapped around his arm.
roll his t-shirt up, and
Nice. All right, now I'm level 5 with Jacob.
But I feel like I shouldn't be so judgmental. I mean, I get paper cuts and I put a band-aid on it because I'm a little wuss.
Save Miss Attaway's omnibus driver from his pursuer.
Do you know why paper cuts hurt so much?
Because they're the devil.
Yes. But also, I read this. I hope I'm not wrong because that would be embarrassing. But because paper cuts are so shallow and superficial, shallow. I'm just naming qualities in people. They're not deep enough to draw blood a lot of the time, and blood is what seals a wound. Is what do you call it? Clots?
Clots.
Is what clots and seals a wound. And so it's essentially just exposed, open skin, and that's what hurts so much. At least that's what I read, but I could be wrong. I'm not a doctor. I don't know science.
All right, I reached the storage yard.
Walk on, girl.
Walk on, girl.
What do I do now? What do I do?
Malcolm Milner.
That is
Stalking.
shoot, great.
Careful, you twats.
You
This taxi needs to make it to the
twats.
Attaway depot.
Park a sign?
Oh, she's like a businesswoman.
Thinks he can
Yeah.
buy buses.
So apparently Stark is screwing her over by helping another bus line or something. So
But I'll need help from my gang.
yeah,
So-
look, he's got a scar on his cheek.
Well, he has it on both sides then. So he has one, maybe
I shall
one
leave
there.
you to it.
It's kind of rough.
Oh, well, the light made it look. I don't know. I don't know.
All right, now I'm gonna find a way to destroy the omnibuses.
I have a question.
Yes.
Why do you hate Christmas?
I don't hate Christmas.
You hate Christmas songs, and
Hating Christmas music doesn't mean I hate Christmas.
And you hate telling me what I'm getting for Christmas.
Well, Because you're not supposed to know what you're getting for Christmas.
But the anticipation. I'm a hypocrite because I feel like I'm really great at gift giving. Not always super creative. Like, your sister's really creative in the gifts that she gets. I tend to be like more, oh, you told me this thing 3 months ago, I'm gonna lock it away and do it for you, and you're gonna forget that you said it and be like, oh my god, this is amazing. I'm kind of more that way. And I'm really great at wrapping presents, but I would never tell you what you got me for Christmas, but I mean what I got you for Christmas, but I hate not knowing things.
Yeah.
It's like, that's why I ask for spoilers for shows. I'm like, just tell me, because I don't get anything for waiting. If anything, I get anxiety because I'm just like, what is happening? This is making me feel awful. Please just tell me. Which goes triple for Game of Thrones.
I think you're gonna like what I got you for Christmas, and now I'm nervous because you're like, I have an inkling. I think I might get it.
And I'm
like,
so mean like that.
You are, and now I'm
just,
like, I don't want to know, because if you know, then I'm like, aw.
Yeah, right. It's such a bummer. I'm the worst.
You also try to figure out what stuff is. Like,
Well,
for me,
I
I'm
can't
like,
help
yeah,
it.
I'm just gonna assume what you got me is amazing because
And then
you
you
give
don't think
amazing
about
presents.
it. And then you don't think about it, which is great. But I'm extremely intuitive, and unfortunately, my brain is just kind of like, oh, jeez, brutal. Oh, nice boots. I'm very intuitive, and so I can pick up on things and kind of put two and two together, and I'm like, oh, like at Christmas, I opened a present and I said, oh, I knew this was what it was, and I felt like such a jerk.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, okay.
I couldn't believe that came out of my mouth. I felt awful. For what it's worth, I felt awful.
I'm not good at giving presents, and so
You're great at giving presents, but you're used to somebody telling you what general, what to get, and I'm tight-lipped.
Yeah.
If you don't know by now, then you don't know me. I'm very...
There's a few things I know I kind of go to. I'm like, okay, if I get this, you're probably gonna like it. Like, you have some general things. Like, you love Harry Potter, obviously. You love the Arthurian era of stuff.
I love
the
nature.
Like Knights of the Round Table. You love nature. So like REI right now is
my big thing.
Yeah.
Trees.
I got you a really nice tent for your birthday.
That's true. We haven't used it
We
yet.
gotta
I'm
use
so
it.
bummed about it. It was too hot, and now it's like...
Yeah. and
I
it's-
prefer hiking when it's cold because obviously, I mean, science, right, is when you get hot, then you can just be cooled down, as opposed to hiking in summer and you get hot and it's hot, you're just doomed.
Yeah.
Also, I think that stuff is prettier when it's kind of like crisper outside anyway. So I kind of wanted to do that. But you've been jet setting around the world, and I don't want to go without you. I think it'd be fun if you got to see the stuff too. So that'd be fun.
There's some spiders on. What's going on?
Your sister asked me today, she said, how is it that all of your friends are in other countries, like just traveling around? Like, how is that a thing?
Yeah, it seems like all Australians are just like, oh, whatever, let's go, go fly to another country, or let's go travel the world. It's like, how do you guys do this? Like,
I don't know if we intentionally did it. I have to... Excuse me. But Indigenous people have a, what do you call it? Where you are transitioning from childhood to adulthood. What do you call that? Like a...
growth?
No, the transition of like a man...
Puberty?
Okay, no, not in PDHP sense. Like the you're becoming a man now, son. You need to take a trip and find out who you are. What's that called?
Sow your oats? I don't know. That's for...
It's a very simple phrase, like a very simple...
You need to find yourself.
Oh gosh, I can't believe... This must be killing people right now.
A very simple phrase.
It's such a simple phrase, like passing... Ugh, okay, anyway. The point of the story is there's a thing in Australian Indigenous culture called a walkabout. And it's where a young Indigenous man has to leave a tribe for a year and survive by himself in the bush. And if he survives, which, I mean, he spent his whole life learning how to survive, so...
you would hope he would be able
so
to.
he should. He can come back and rejoin the tribe. or find them wherever they've migrated to. But anyway, they're very nomadic that way.
Okay.
And just in general, is because they're carbon neutral, they don't stay in one place too long. They don't like take everything from the land and then just leave it. They actually will take what they can and go, okay, now it's time to move on so this can regenerate. So they were nomadic that way.
Okay.
But anyway, the point of my story is that I don't know if that kind of just made its way into European culture, but or if that came from Britain, but when they colonized. But yeah, it's a big thing. It's like we spend a year traveling, and it's usually a year. Like we have something, we actually call it a gap year, where when you leave school, you take a year off to travel, and then you come back and you start university. And the rate of people actually doing it of rejoining university is like 30% after the gap year. But yeah, people travel to Europe. They do a few months. They backpack, work in bars. I have a lot of friends that do fruit picking when they travel around. They just go to farms and they pick apples and they pick grapes and get some cash in hand. I have one friend who I heard from today, which is what sparked the conversation, who's in Africa right now, and she just we were studying together.
Just in Africa, whatever, no big deal.
Well, hear me out. We were studying together, and she'd already traveled around America and England, and she up and left. Like she had come back from that, and she had this house, and we were studying together and whatnot. And then one day she's like, hey, I'm actually leaving to go travel the world. I'm going to be like hitting up Malaysia in like a week. Like, what?
Sure.
And she hasn't been home in 4 or 5 years.
Good Lord.
So, I would say 4, maybe 4 years. She's been traveling around the world, and I mean that in a very literal sense. Like, she's been around all of Asia. She's finally gone to Africa. She went to Czech Republic for a while because her partner was from there. I don't know if they're still together. I haven't had a chance to properly talk to her, but they were a few months ago. And so she learned how to speak Czech. She was in Japan for a long time, teaching English as a second language. That's another thing a lot of people do, is teach English as a second language in places. They do exchange programs or just teaching programs there. But I don't know, it's just a bug. Like, it's just a thing, and it definitely kind of once you hear about it, you just kind of become obsessed with it. Like, I need to travel, and a lot of my friends go to Bali. They go to Thailand and do that's like kind of the more party stuff. Fun fact, that's not very fun, actually.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
You're gonna die.
Oh shit.
I probably shouldn't have prefaced it with fun fact, but the only large-scale terrorist attack on Australia in recent years. Not a fun fact at all.
Fun fact and terrorist attack do not really...
except the one that just happened at the beginning of this year, which they're still unsure of the link between what that... I mean, it was
Again,
terrorist.
Not fun fact.
No, it was wait, let me finish. It was a... I can't remember what I was saying. Anyway, was in Bali. So Australians, because they travel so frequently to Bali, the terrorist organization actually targeted this particular city instead of Australia, because they couldn't get into Australia. So they targeted this city instead, which I thought was interesting. I don't know if it's because our population is so much smaller than you.
Yeah, there's more people in Texas than there is in all of Australia. Mm-hmm. So yeah.
And I want to say that might be different, but I think Texas is growing at the same rate as Australia.
Yeah, or
so,
if not more, honestly. There's so many people moving into Texas. Hey, it's Ned.
You say that, but apparently, statistically, more people from... Wait, do you mean like migrating from other countries?
Or just around like the United States.
Oh yeah, I definitely people just
we have people
flooding into Austin from California.
Yeah, California, Florida, New York. We have a lot of people moving in here. Mm-hmm. All right, so we got Ned. That was good. We somehow did it without killing any cops. I think my rooks did it for me.
Oh, nice.
They murdered everyone by accident.
The green ones.
Whoops.
I saw this really cool cosplayer online that Assassin's Creed retweeted.
Oh yeah?
He's an Italian model, right? And I'm really fascinated by malleable people, like people who can play character actors. And like Armie Hammer is my most recent character actor that I am obsessed with. Like I did not know he was the Lone Ranger.
You haven't watched Social Network yet, have you?
No, and I mean like he's just so. That's 3 different people, right? Like the Lone Ranger, he plays Ilya in The Man from U.N.C.L.E., which is a phenomenal film, extremely fun film. I highly recommend.
Yes, it's a Guy Ritchie movie that everyone has missed out on somehow.
And it's so good. Like I want them to make a million sequels to it. But then there's Social Network where he plays a twin with like brown hair, right?
Yeah. It's
3 different people.
The Winklevoss twins.
It's just anyway. So because he's so malleable, like you can just like dress him up and he's a totally different person. So I'm really into that right now. I'm very fascinated by it.
Oh no, get off there.
And there's this Italian model that Assassin's Creed retweeted. He was dressed up as I don't know if he was Altair or if I don't remember what he was dressed as exactly. But I went to his profile because I was really impressed by the costume.
So you're just checking out Italian models now on the internet? That's what you're
I was looking at this guy's costume because he makes his own.
Sure.
And I looked at his profile, and his header was him dressed up as like 12 different like anime and video game characters, and he looked different in every single one. And I just think that's so fascinating, like that someone could just be so.
Not what I'm
What do you?
Like they're a chameleon,
My
I guess?
vocabulary is just destroyed. I nearly had that phrase too, the man phrase. But yeah, I mean, yeah, sure, why not? But you could just like build upon someone.
Oh, wonk.
It'd be cool to be that way. I think that's like a really,
There we go.
it'd be an awesome opportunity to be able to transform into so many different characters. I think my nose is too distinctive.
Yeah?
it's too big, and I have an enormous mouth. So
I've encountered the issue where there's not a lot of cosplay characters that
have beards.
yeah. Yeah, it's just like there's really like the dude from Hangover, which I've done multiple times. There's Vikings, which is kind of,
Yeah.
like a big thing.
Oh,
but it's like
someone told me that you could dress up as the doctor. Oh, maybe it was you that told me as the doctor from Archer.
oh, Krieger?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone said you'd make a really great Krieger.
I think Ryan would make a really good Krieger.
He would. He's got a good voice for that too. Like
Yeah,
his is a little
he's kind of
different.
evil. Please, my penis can only get so erect.
It would be great.
Mancy, what?
Have you seen the Archer cosplayers
No.
that draw the black
Oh
lines?
yeah, I've seen that stuff. Yeah,
Oh, they're so good.
yeah. That's pretty awesome. You see like that. You see that with the Borderlands cosplayers too.
And that's what that guy did. One of his things was the Borderlands thing.
Yeah.
Where, oh god, this is crazy.
I wonder if I could do like a take on Handsome Jack from Borderlands. Like, do like the lines on me, but like I'm Jack, and but his face
That
is
could
coming
be-
off.
Yeah.
Maybe.
You can now do.
It's like gazing into the future.
You can now do. Oh my god, did I like eat my vocabulary
I don't
with
know.
dinner today? Because ever since I had that potato, I dumb.
You devoured that potato.
What is his name?
We paid all the
Jacob.
Gosh,
Jacob Fry?
Yeah, you can.
But
do
he's got
Jacob.
like a thin beard though.
It's also
I'd have to trim it
black.
way down.
It's rough. Do you know my brothers have really light blonde hair?
God, I would
and
kill to have that outfit though.
Wait, which one? His
The
outfit.
one he's wearing right now.
My brothers have really blonde hair and
Do they?
dark black beards.
Oof.
Yeah, which I always thought was interesting. They have very dark eyebrows
Mm-hmm.
and just blonde heads, which I always thought that was really funny.
All
And
right.
I don't know where they get that from because my dad had black hair. So
What color hair does the mailman have? Oh, jeez. Hi,
I
Emma.
don't know, but he rides a motorcycle. No one
The mailman rides a motorcycle? Oh, that's
yeah,
cool.
all the mailmen ride motorcycles. Except here they drive in cars and they don't wear a uniform. Although we went to Gordo's and the cutest mailman walked in. He had the pants, like he was a young guy too. Maybe like, I want to say early 20s, late teens looking, like very fresh faced, and he looked so crisp.
He had his bag.
Like he'd ironed his shirt very specifically, and he had high-waisted pants with a belt. Like he looked amazing. It's like, I want to get a picture with you to show that mailmen aren't dead. Like that's great.
Very stereotypical mailman.
Man, he was like smiling. He came in, he's like, here's the mail, and then left. I was like, oh my god, that guy was the best.
I hope I didn't make a tula tita. Slap some gold leaf here and there. Gave the yeah. So they're fixing up.
Patty, like, I can't.
Oh, there's Deerhead.
Okay, it's Greeny. Deerhead. Oh.
He's just reading some books.
He's just hanging out and playing Nintendo. Man, I love books. Although I'm reading this really strange one.
Yeah, you're reading a book that's
gave me nightmares.
Yeah.
I'm not. So my friend is obsessed with metaphysics, and I'm very much into learning about the conscious and subconscious brain, and sort of about how we're all connected and we fit into things, and how we don't realize sometimes what's going on in the back of our heads while we're doing things, and what drives us to make decisions. And I'm coming into, or I'm becoming a really big fan of feeling insignificant. And I know that sounds really troubling.
All right.
But sometimes taking a step back and like seeing things from a different perspective of like, oh, what does this mean on the grand scale of things, can actually really help alleviate anxiety. Like, this decision isn't going to make or break my life. Yeah,
I've told you that before, where it's like, think about this. Like, how does this affect what's going to be happening the rest of your life? Like,
right, but there are certain ways that you can like look, like phrase and look at things.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And I'm not a huge fan of the, like, think about like how teeny tiny you are on this massive planet, and like this star that is like 10 times the size of Earth. Like you're minuscule. You don't matter at all. It's like, well, that just makes me want to die. Like I just don't want to exist anymore. What's the point? You took it all away. Because I think we all have very specific roles to play, or very meaningful, not specific, because we all kind of control our direction. But I'm a fan of like looking at really extraordinary like mountains and going, wow, that's like, how is that so possible and real, and I want to be a part of that.
That is significant.
Yeah, and so, and it's bigger than me, you know, like that's bigger than anything I'll ever be, and that makes me kind of feel less anxious about things. And it's to each his own. But anyway, so I'm a big fan of like that, and learning about kind of metaphysics beyond sort of the brain and the conscious being and stuff. But this book that he lent me, I think he was trying to make it like the gateway to what he was trying to explain further, where it's this narrative, it's a fictional story with multiple storylines within it, and it's this metaphysics book, where they go in, like the characters themselves go into like metaphysical things, and they talk about theories about anyway, I won't go into like super detail. They talk about a lot of theories and different, philosophers and things like that. And then there's this part of it that is extraordinarily twisted.
Yeah, so this guy
gory.
Can talk to cats, right? And
so, I mean, I don't want to. It's called Kafka on the Shore, and it's a very popular and renowned book by people much smarter than me, obviously. But it's this. There are multiple storylines within it, and one of the storylines, I assume, I haven't finished it. I'm only halfway through because I had to stop reading it. But I assume they all intertwine towards the end. And so this guy is a part of this. Something happens to him where he becomes unconscious for for no reason, and he's unconscious in a coma. But it's not a coma. He's like sleeping, but not sleeping. It's this strange thing that hasn't really been explained. And it wipes his memory completely. Like he doesn't know his name. He doesn't know. All he knows is that he exists, and he's just like, oh, I got some arms, cool. What do they do? Like that's all he knew when he woke up. So he had to relearn everything from scratch, and now he's a 60-year-old man, and he can talk to cats. So I assume something happened where he woke up on a different level, like a different wavelength to everybody else, where he can communicate with humans, but he can also communicate with animals. And so he takes up this part-time job. He calls himself dumb, and he refers to himself in a third person, like where he says his name, like Caiti can only talk to blah blah blah, like, oh, Caiti feels hungry, like that's the way he talks. And so he thinks that he's dumb, and he gets subsidies from the government and whatnot. But anyway, so he takes up this sort of side job, finding people's cats that run away. because he can talk to the neighborhood cats and be like, oh, have you seen this one? Like, where have they gone and whatever.
He's
And
got
then
cat buddies.
And then he gets like caught into this weird thing where this guy like talks through this dog and tells him like all these cats start going missing, and the cat that he happens to be looking for is mixed up in this, and so he, it's quite awful. I'm
playing Frogger right now, by the way.
Nice.
I have to get across the water or across this the river without touching it. It's kind of neat.
Oh, that's neat. This dog approaches him and is like, you need to come with me. And he's like, oh, I've never talked to a dog before. And then kind of like follows this really aggressive, terrible dog into this house. And the guy's like, you want the cats? You have to kill me. And then he ends up like getting angry after this guy is like killing cats right in front of him, but in like a really horrifying and descriptive way. And I'm like, I have to get through this. I can't just stop reading it now, because if I do, I'm just going to be horrified. I need closure. So I finished it to the end of the chapter, and there wasn't really much closure. So I was like, I'm just going to put this away. And then 2 nights later, I had the worst dream about it ever. Like, it's just been stewing in my brain. And now I don't know if I want to keep reading it, and I want to spoil it. So I guess the reason that I came into this rant that I've just gone on, which I'm really good at ranting about things, is because I want to spoil the end of it. I want to find out what happens. Oh, you just want to read,
skip to the end?
Well, no, because that won't help me because of the way that this book is written. Skipping to the end is going to solve nothing for me, because who knows what that will be. I want to read on the internet like the synopsis of it. Like, I just want to read, you know, what ends up happening to these people. And so, and it's strange, like this just, I mean, this lady like services this guy, and then she says like, I really wish I was your sister. And it's like, that's a really strange thing to say after you just do that. Like, that's a really bizarre thing. But maybe I'm just not the kind of person that can understand this book. Like, maybe my friend thought a little too much of me.
Gave you too much credit.
Yeah, it's like, you'll appreciate this. You're just like, I'm horrified. Take it back. But I want to read it so bad because I'm going to see him next weekend. Or this weekend coming, and so I want to be able to say like, I totally read your book and I have some things I'd like to discuss with you. So, you know, this person, this philosopher said blah blah blah, and just be like really intelligent, but I'm just not gonna be able to do that. Sorry, but I did try. That's the most important thing. I'm just a very sensitive person, and things like that affect me a lot more intensely than it affects a lot of people. And that's why I just stopped watching Game of Thrones. And a lot of the time it's not even for the gore, so to speak, because I can watch medical videos until the sun comes down.
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny to me that you can watch real gore and it doesn't freak you out. But if you watch like fake stuff, you're like, oh god, I can't handle that.
Well, a lot of the time it's like torture based though. Like, how often do you see, well, not even torture based, but there's like, I don't know. I feel like so much of what we see in the media now is like so shock value, or not even. Yeah. Is media? Would you call like, does Game of Thrones count in media related things like film and television?
It's a TV show.
Right. So it's everything is kind of like shock based, and I can't really deal with that. Even in literature, like where it's like, you know, and they made this horrific sound that turned my stomach. It's like, oh, I can hear that in my head. I know what that sounds like, and now I feel sick. You know. When we watched, a good example is you told me not to look at the thing, and I looked, and I nearly passed out. Like,
yeah, I was like, hey,
because I saw him writhing, and
we're playing Assassin's Creed. I'm like, hey, don't watch this, don't watch this, don't watch this. She's like, okay, and then he's watched the whole thing.
I thought he would be passed out, and I thought I could handle it, and I was like, oh, it's Assassin's Creed. It's not that bad. How bad could it be? And I saw the guy writhing, like, oh, I'm awake, everything I can feel, and I just nearly passed out. I went so quiet, and I was like literally, I was dizzy. I wasn't sure if I was gonna make it.
That totally worked, by the way. I blew up 2 of them at once. That was awesome.
Nice. I'm using a tissue to stem this flow of snot that I've got going on. Oh, it's also getting my lipstick. So I was in the mirror and I was like, oh, do I have a pimple coming up here? That's such a bummer. And I touched it and I was like, oh no, it's just lipstick. Somehow I got lipstick on my head.
On your forehead?
Yeah. So I guess I must have like touched my mouth and hit my forehead, but it was really funny because I was like, oh, it doesn't hurt. That's so weird. And I was really bummed out because I didn't want a pimple on my forehead. And, yeah. That's my story.
You don't want a pimple on your forehead?
No, pimples are the worst. You haven't got one on your face in a really long time.
Yeah.
Oh.
I had a bad when I was a kid, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it still pops up every now and then, but nothing is not nearly as bad. I mean, I had like there aren't photos of me from when I was like probably in 8th grade until about 10th grade, just because I was like, I hated looking at myself because it was really, really gross.
Yeah, that's really
I mean, it was bad. It wasn't gross, like, you know.
But you know, it takes a toll on your self-confidence,
Yeah.
especially through developmental years like that. And it's funny because I'll look at people and I don't see that. I mean, it's like, oh, that must suck sometimes if a person's kind of like feeling crappy about it. It's like, oh, that sucks. But I don't look at a person and I'm not like, oh, you're gross. Like, that never occurs to me to say. But when you're looking at yourself, you're just like, I am the worst thing in the world. Like, how is this possible?
So I lit that dynamite and didn't explode. It's kind of scary.
That is scary. That's
there it
faulty
is, right
dynamite.
there.
You should call Acme. Or Acme. That's the fake. It doesn't matter.
Acme, yeah.
I was just making a funny joke. But were yours really painful?
Yeah, they were pretty bad.
It's the worst. Like
There
the other day, I had I mean, it still hasn't gone all the way down, but one on my chin, right where my pillow rests, and it was so painful. I had to ice it, and I was taking ibuprofen like every however many hours I was allowed to take it. Just because of how painful it is, and I really sympathize with people that have to deal with that, and that's why I don't wear makeup so often. It's just because it's just so painful to apply. But
Oops.
that's why I had to go to my last resort and nuke them.
I didn't kill that guy enough. I messed up. I thought it was aimed at his head, and it was not.
Oh no. So, but now you set him off?
Yeah, now he's just like, hey, who threw a knife at me? Who's the jerk that has chucked a knife over here?
You took
Seriously, I know, you guys.
40% of my health. What's up with that?
Come on, guy. What are you doing?
Okay.
Either just keep walking, or you're just taking your time. I don't know. Now you're just being annoying. I'm gonna go this way. Screw that hippie.
I just burped. I was going to burp really loudly into the mic, but I wasn't sure if that was hygienic. So I didn't.
Well, we both use this mic. Oh.
Well, you know, other people might use it one day. And I don't want to have, like, burp.
Hey, buddy.
This is your last bout.
Bye.
Oh, now that water's all gross because it's got a dead body in it.
I'm sure there's grosser stuff than dead bodies in that water.
Yeah, you're probably right.
They weren't terribly hygienic back in the day. They really didn't care. I was like, oh, look, there's flowing water. It'll take everything bad away from us.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Very short-sighted that way. Oh, man, it is this. I've got the word passing. That's what I've got. Coming, passing.
Yeah, screw it.
Oh, man. Can I Google it really quick?
Sure. I mean, what the thing where you're...
Where you transition. It's really affecting me.
All right.
I just set up something. What's it called? The thing where you tap your thumb on the thing and it works. Man.
Hi, guys. Okay, cool. I'm just going to stand here.
Boys transitioning to
You're Googling boys transitioning to men. Okay, at least you're
Yeah.
on your phone and not mine.
Yeah.
All right, I knew this day would come. Mr. Stark was
A
furious.
rite of
I lost.
passage.
Rite of passage. Okay, we got it.
Gosh.
Now we just
By the way,
assassinated
that
guy.
came up from typing in boys transitioning to men.
Nice.
By the way.
Okay.
Yeah. Second thing. Next to
Pearl Attaway led
transgender.
me to you, not Starrick.
Not static.
Oh, look at those eyes. So dreamy.
Look. Oh, we just found out.
Oh, is that Ben?
Ben.
Looks like Ben Franklin.
No, that's not Ben Franklin. So this guy just said that Attaway is working with Stark. So the Pearl Attaway, the girl we've been working with, she's actually working with
She's
Stark.
double crossing him?
That punk ass.
God damn it. Hey, I think you have that necklace.
I think I do.
Oh, hey, I think I have it right here.
Oh yeah, look at that. That was convenient. Is that the one that Jacob wears?
It might actually be, because this one has the queen. Yeah, 1 shilling. Oh my gosh, this is
Yeah.
actually the one that he's wearing right now.
Oh.
I'm gonna wear it. He's gonna put it on.
Yeah, I think.
Did I get this to you or did someone else
I
get
think
it?
a fan gave it to me.
Yeah, actually, I think that's true. I think I got you a pin. That's what I got you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wear it. Thank you to whoever got Jack.
Plonk. Yeah, that's convenient.
This thing that I'm now going to wear.
This thing. Oh.
1844. I wonder, is that the year that this is set in?
That's a little early. This is like 1886.
Oh, okay. Well, that's what
somewhere in there.
the 1 shilling says it is.
One, two. Oh, the third one was there. I could have gotten a triple kill.
1, 2, 3, 4. Put your hands up on the wall. What? That's not what I meant. I feel like there's a song about 1, 2, 3, 4ing.
Where's the chest? It's chest. All right, now I gotta go find Pearl Attaway.
Why does Attaway sound familiar?
Because that's the woman I'm working for.
No, I know, but like in this franchise, is that the first time we've seen an Attaway?
I think so.
Hmm.
Maybe are you thinking Attawale?
Interesting. Maybe.
Attawale was the dude from Freedom Cry. He was your
The
first
co-
mate from Black Flag.
Right, the co-captain. Yeah, maybe that is actually what I'm thinking. Because Black Flag is the next franchise I'm most familiar with. Next video game. Assassin's Creed, excuse me.
Black Flag was great.
God, I remember going to, was it E3 that we went to when we got to see the video of them playing it, and they were like, hey, check this out. And then it was the seamless transition. They were showcasing that, and I was just like, oh my gosh, that's so cool.
Get over there. No,
Like,
don't.
dives out of the ship and then goes straight to shore. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is the greatest thing ever of all
I'm
time.
just gonna jump in the water.
Put your hands up. No, that's not what it is. Let them know it's Christmas time.
So you were on a Christmas music kick. I don't remember this last year.
I love, because I was probably depressed.
Oh.
I love love Christmas songs. I guess it was like,
You're all about Christmas music this year.
I don't know. I really don't know why. What I can associate with, like where I guess my love of Christmas music especially started. But we had this CD. It was a double CD, and it was green, and it had Christmas hits on it. And I loved every single song. And I've been listening to Christmas hits. Sorry, Emma. On Apple Radio, or whatever the free one is, because I won't sign up for the other one.
iTunes Radio, whatever it is.
Yeah, it might be that. But so I've been listening to that, and like some of these songs have been coming on, like "Simply Having a Wonderful Christmas Time." Simply having a wonderful Christmas time is my all-time favorite one. It's like, bum, 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 bum.
I jumped in the water by accident.
Bum, bum, bum. That one. But I've been trying to find, and I cannot find it for the life of me, this Christmas song that is the night before Christmas, and it's a woman singing, and then it goes into a guy rapping, and it must be from like the 80s or 90s.
What are you talking about? Like not Christmas in Hollis? Is it Run DMC? Look, I think. Look, it's Stark. That son of a bitch. This is the first time. I think this
Cousin.
is the
Look at that.
Yeah,
They're cousins.
I think this is the first time we've seen Stark outside of his office.
Oh yeah, because he's the chess player, right?
Yeah, and he's the one who slams the desk down because he's very angry.
Nothing goes wrong.
Of course.
May the Father of Understanding guide us. That bastard, the Father of Understanding, is a Templar. Okay, we should have known. They've got very similar outfits. They probably have the same tailor.
Probably. They have very similar hair color. Yeah.
Station.
I guess he does have a scar on that side. Run DMC. How does it go?
I don't know.
But then how do you know?
Because it's a classic song. It's like I think it's like Christmas in Hollis or something.
Well, it's not. I remember
Say
it going.
Merry Christmas
was
and
it-
Happy New Year.
No, it's not. No, it was the night before Christmas and all through the night. Oh God, and he's like,
Was not a creature
with
stirring?
hopes, yeah, not even a mouse, not even the mice or whatever. And then he's like, with hopes that Saint Nick soon would be there, and that's like what I remember. And I just remember loving it. I just played it over and over and over, and I loved it so much. And I mean, like my house burned down, so I lost that CD. Along with the records that my family had. I guess we were big music people back then. This is very therapeutic for me.
This is just an opportunity for you to talk for an hour about.
Sorry. I've had a lot of sugar and carbohydrates today. I had a potato.
I had a potato.
But yeah, so I mean, like, just wish that I knew what that was, and I've been Googling it, and I don't know what to type in. So I've been typing in, was the night before Christmas with rap, and then, 'twas the night before Christmas with rap, and then night before Christmas rap remix in the 90s, and then just like typing in these things, and none of them are the thing that I'm looking for. So, I don't know, I'm just not great at Google searching. I saw a special on something, where, they were making fun of people, of women using Google, and that women apparently type in a whole question. This is a few years ago, like 3 years ago, when I was living in Australia, or 4 years ago. Anyway, so they were like, what time does blah, 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 instead of like operating hours of, you know.
Yeah.
So, and my housemates, all three of my guy housemates would just like laugh and laugh and go, haha, that's so funny. And I'm just like at my computer backspacing, like going, oh shit.
Erasing your history.
Because I didn't know that you didn't have to type in the whole question.
No, you type in keywords. That's the whole thing.
And I learned that. So like things like, I mean, you know, the and, you know, are and do and I don't know, just like very basic things I didn't need anymore. It's like, oh, I didn't know that. Because I had a fine time Googling things. It's not like I had any trouble finding the answers to whatever I was Googling. It just took longer because I was typing in an entire question. Oh well.
All right,
you know.
let's do this one last gang stronghold, and then we'll call it a day.
Do they know it's Christmas time? Feed the world. We should get the Love Actually Christmas. Oh, the Love Actually soundtrack in general.
On a record? We can do that.
Can you get it on a record?
Probably.
I just want it in general. I thought you had it for some reason on your phone.
No.
That's a bummer. I didn't know Kelly Clarkson sung, Love can be a many splendid name. What's that song?
I don't know.
Diamond rings. I'm trying to get to the chorus. The trouble with love. The trouble with love is.
Bonk.
Oh, that was subtle. I didn't know she sang that, and I was really impressed. And my friends growing up, my best friend growing up, used to decorate her Christmas tree to the soundtrack, to the Mariah Carey Christmas song album thing.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. So I didn't know Mariah Carey sung, All I Want for Christmas until my friend was decorating her tree. And I was like, oh, that's who sings that song. And Maria's eating my foot.
Oh, did they kill the dudes?
Get out of here. The rooks. You're all alone.
Or is that... No, don't let the look out. It's okay, so I'm still good. So I haven't done my... watch this. I'm going to do it from the rope. Here we go. You ready? And... whoop. Super dead.
How have you not run out of rope?
I don't know. Maybe I'm like... Oh, there's another... I'm curious what the thing is. There's like the hand with a knife in it. I've seen that around a bunch.
It has to be Jack the Ripper related, right?
I guess so.
Oh, no, it can't be.
But Jack the Ripper takes 20 years after the main game.
Yeah, so it can't be that. Oh, look.
What?
The hand with the thing.
Oh, it's the Blighter logo. That's what it is.
Oh.
We just figured it out. That was good. Oh, look, we got an achievement. Flawless Conquer. That's a perfect way to end this episode. Episode 6. We're almost done with Sequence 5. So I think we're going to end up having about 30 episodes of this to finish the entire game. And we're also going to do the Jack the Ripper stuff, too. As a whole separate Let's Play.
You're going to do that.
Well, you're going to be here with me, right?
I don't want to watch that.
That was the whole thing. We talked about it. We're like, do we want to do that? And you're like, okay, we should do it.
And then I remembered that I'm really bad at blood and gore.
And there's probably going to be a lot of blood and gore in the Jack the Ripper stuff. It looks... The trailer looks pretty...
intense.
Yeah, pretty violent.
Yeah.
So...
How do you animate that? I'm intrigued.
How do you animate what?
That. Like the gross... I guess it's with anything.
I think you recognize that it's fake, right?
Oh, is that how you get over it? Really? Is that how you do it?
That's how I would do it. It's like, oh, this is all... It's all goofy. It's all make-believe.
I wish that I could... yeah. I wish that I could be that way.
All right, I'm gonna grab this chest. Whoop. And then find ourselves a nice view. We'll go up here. We'll get a view of nothing really. Okay, there's the water. You can take a look at the water there.
So smoggy.
All right, so thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Caiti Talking.
Hey!
No, I'm saying because I was focused on the game.
This guy
is focused on the game.
Like, hey, you should just, feel free to talk more. Just feel free to talk. And so I'm like, okay, fine. I'm gonna talk all the talk.
That's good because I was focused on the game and I was doing the thing, and we found out that Attaway is actually Starrick's cousin.
Let's not pretend that everyone's not here for me.
What a bastard!
All right.
All right, so thank you for watching. Feel free to subscribe. Watch all the previous videos. Watch the Lego videos we did. I think by the time this is out, the Lego Millennium Falcon video will be out. That's really, really badass.
Happy Star Wars.
Happy Star Wars Day if you've seen it already. This is probably coming out right around Christmas, so if Christmas hasn't happened yet, I hope we have a wonderful, happy Christmas. Otherwise, I hope you had a wonderful and happy Christmas if you're watching it post, if you celebrate Christmas, all that other stuff. Anyway, let's not get into that argument. All right, thank you for watching. See you next time.
Bye.